Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. It's a new week, which means it's a new update. Oh! Starting out with I think my music's turned off, that's why. The sound isn't broken, I'll fix it in a second. Actually, I'll pull that up in a second. Let me quickly do that, it sounds weird without the audio. There we go, that's much better. Of course, 300 lunacy, and target extraction stuff. Yeah, let's take a look at the special attendance check-in first things first. So it looks like every day it's going to be a bunch of tickets, some thread, occasional, like, level tickets, a couple extraction tickets, not too many. But, like, that is a lot of thread, I guess. Alright, is it a lot? I don't know. My perception's kind of been ruined when it comes to thread. But, of course, eventually we're going to get these two new identities, and you can see their artwork there. I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at the background. It looked vaguely library color. It looks like that's just a wooden bench. I don't know. Maybe like, we can actually see stuff on those units yet. What if we go to the dispense tab? Association. Alright, it looks like it's just not going to show us what the Molar office identities do at all yet. They're probably just straight up not in the game. Now, that's my guess. Modulized. But yeah. New identities. Oh, and I get some thread from the previous banners. And I do have the 3-star guaranteed ticket that I will use if I use my free lunacy and it's not enough to get Faust. But so yeah, let's just start out with the daily extractions, of course. It's the logical way to start out with because they're the discounted extractions. Even if I'm likely to just get 1 stars on all of them, that's still decent. And if I do get, a 3-star on one of these, that's very unfortunate. But if I do get the 3-star on, like, the targeted banner, then that's pretty good. So yeah, we'll see. Targeted banner pull. And it is... Okay, 1 star, that's fine. Because I can do 20 pulls, I think. Yeah, I'll do 20 pulls. So, let's just do a pull, see if I get lucky. Okay, we've got a 2-star. It's most likely going to be Heathcliff. It is not Heathcliff. Anything else? Any random 3-stars? Nope. Alright. That was the worst possible 10 extraction. Luckily, I can do another 10 extraction. And if I somehow, like... Let me check... Open up the probabilities real quick. Because I'm not insane in thinking... What's the probabilities of... Yeah, it's a 6.4% chance per pull to get Heathcliff. So statistically, I should get it, but I might just get trolled. Okay. Oh, 3-star? Alright, first thing. 2 3-star, excuse me. I actually don't know if I've ever gotten 2 3-stars in a single pull before. I think I've definitely gotten like a 3-star in like an ego in the same pull before. I don't think I've just straight up ever gotten 2 of these in the same pull. Alright, starting with the 2 stars though. Not wrong, Faust. And that is Otis, okay. So we're really... Okay, let's just open up these first. There it is, alright.
어서 오세요. 주문은 이쪽에서 받겠습니다.
There we go, that is very lucky. And what about the other one? It's another one, alright, that's 50 Faust shards. That'll be good if I end up wanting to bring that identity up to I 4, which I might. But, then I guess we did 20 pulls, and we somehow managed to not get the 2-star. We got 2 of the 3-star. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna need to use boxes today, because I want to get the Heathcliff. Like... Yeah, that's more than enough. Alright. So this is, like, literally... This is the second time I'm ever going to be spending shards on a 2-star. The first time was on Zwei Sinclair, since it was the last 2-star I needed. And I needed nothing else in Sinclair at that point. So silly. And like, Ryoshu and Faust are just being mean to him in the foreground. But there we go, there's all the new stuff. Good wonder. There's a decent chance, like, these identities, maybe parts of them might be in the files, maybe not, though. I think Project Moon's been smarter about, like, what they keep in the files. for updates. Definitely been a couple mistakes though. Blink will take your orders. Let's go solve this Blink, yeah? Black tea in case. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything funny I can do with these? I'm trying to think. Let's go solve this. What if I do let's go solve this clock face. Yeah? That's basically the entire, like, plot of Limbus Company. We gotta solve the clock face. So I think that's perfect. But, yeah, I guess I don't need to use my 3-star guaranteed ticket here. I can save that for next banner or something. I don't know. But let's take a look at the new unit. First and foremost. Ooh, that's right. One of the new changes, you can actually name your teams using, like, these little, like, tags. Yeah, I mean, they've covered pretty much everything you'd need beyond, you know, like, silly stuff. And you still only have 20 teams? Only 20 teams. Which is still a lot, but, like... What if I do this? Okay, yeah, alright. It's still a lot of teams, but it's not if you want to do one of everything, I guess. I mean, you could do, like, one of every keyword, one of every affinity, one of every type. But you couldn't do more, like, specialized stuff beyond that. So I'll just set these guys as story. Yeah, the 2 new identities at upside 1. I've got a lot more identity train tickets because I was, just before maintenance started, I was grinding the XP excavation a little bit, and I'd not, like, skip grinding, like, actual grinding it. That's why the music was paused. I was watching stuff while I was doing that on the side. Let's see, let us get you upside. He's so confused. How funny. We'll see what his story is. Oh yeah, my loading screens are different. Oh, I forgot about that. I was doing the main story because I still hadn't, like, EX'd everything, and I was like, oh, I should probably do that sooner or later. So now I've got, like, a weird thing set for my loading screens. I've got a splitting headache. No, literally. I think my skull's actually about to split in half and blast off. I don't get it. I don't understand how anyone, like them writers, makes a living doing this torture every bloody day. It's just intuition. My sources? How am I gut feeling, huh? How am I supposed to explain that? I've examined hundreds of scenes since I started working here. I've been working here for a good while, too. And before this, I've seen enough of the rough and tumble and had more than my fair share of violence. For a life like that, the hows and whys of a murder scene just come naturally to me. It's just intuition, nothing more. But I'm not like the armchair detectives in those mystery novels. It's not like I can figure out the whole scene and scheme from a glance. Sometimes clues get lost in the whole mess, and my head. Calling me a profiler, whatever that means, forcing me to write these reports every damn day. I'm about to lose it. I'm not thinking of quitting, though. I do love catching these smart arses off guard, watching their overcomplicated conspiracies blowing up in their faces because some poor, uneducated sod like me caught them with their britches down. Priceless. Besides, getting to meet them face to face like this before caving their skulls in, downright therapeutic. They always wear this stupid look on their faces, like it didn't occur to them that we'd find out. It's all quite entertaining. Yeah, all very, very fitting of Heathcliff. It's solving. He's Scooby-Dooing just so he can beat up rich people, and like, I think that is a life goal. Though I wish. That's him, yeah. Yes, he was the last of the first floor personnel. Off with his head then. How many more have we got to go through? The second and third floor adds up to 30 people. Right then, let's crack on, shall we? We've got 2 blank reports waiting to be filled out back at the office. Do not forget about the case that was added before we departed for this assignment, Heathcliff. There are only so many heads I can smash before even that satisfaction begins to dull. I wish I had time to blow off some steam. Another case of the classic identity who's basically one of the sinners but overworked. Similar to, like, every Mersault identity. Alright, but let's take a look at just what he has. Inflict 1 rupture, inflict 1 rupture. Alright, I was expecting that much. Clash win, inflict rupture count on hit, inflict +2 rupture count. Pretty good for rupture count, that's for sure. It'll give them 1 rupture count before the attack goes off. And then inflict 2 more, so it's like a net positive too. And then his skill 3 rupture count, rupture, 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 2 rupture count on the enemy with lowest rupture count on kill. What about his passive? When attacking target which the damage type has a weaker than 1.5 resistance to inflict +1 more rupture with skill flex, more rupture, passive similar. And that's how you get some good stuff, doesn't he? Yeah, even more rupture with his first coin. +1 coin power to his skill of 3. That kind of seems necessary. And if 4 or more surviving units includes unit or 7th edition fixtures, even more rupture. Are you only you're 2 slash in 1 here, so that's some decent weakness usage. I might uptie this. I've got quite a bit of thread left over still. We'll see. But first off, we've got the 3-star unit to take a quick look at. Get her up to level 30 by spam clicking. I don't want to give them more experience than that. They don't deserve more experience at level 30. There you go. And uptie as well before we get a look at her.
네, 기꺼이요.
Yes, of course, you may call upon me at any time should the need arise. Unless it's tea time, that is.
티타임은
Again, 7 association and they're strange. I mean, I guess that's true for a lot of things in the city. Just strange beverage associations, like Chesed and coffee, Bina and tea. But then there's also stuff like, you know, like how... I think it's like... Yeah, Roseban or Mersault have like some sort of soda addiction, a bunch of teas, a bunch of coffees, a lot of random things. Whenever you can get someone who just drinks water, that'd probably be like a sinking identity. I guess that might have been what Molar Ishmael was doing? I don't remember. And I love this little dialogue going on between these two so much. Mint and then Otis is so angry. Or I guess she's so annoyed. Peeved, something like that. I apologize for the long wait. Faust will take your orders now. The child calmly walks up to a table in a cramped, bustling cafeteria and begins to speak. Milk tea, I see. Would halon leaves be to your liking? The tea will be boiled to 94 degrees Celsius on the special requests are made. The child's quiet voice slowly begins to accelerate, her rather sizable pair of glasses rattling with every word. They are like goofy, like large glasses. I think similar to like Grinder in Lob Corp. Grinder Mark IV, that like ego gift, because that was just big round glasses. They always looked funny. 1 teaspoon of sugar, noted. Would you like to receive your first cup already filled? Depending on your preference, we can also provide a cup without emptying the warming waters. Loud clickety clack of typewriters gets dangerously close to drowning out her voice. The child raises her voice in response. The entire time she does not slow down, not one bit. I don't think there's ever been child capitalized before. I feel like it's always been a lowercase child. Maybe I'm getting mixed up though. Maybe it's just a minor mistake. I don't know. Don't know if it's something to like look into. Instead, she stops dead in her tracks, brought to complete frozen stillness by a single sentence the guest uttered. May I inquire what your intentions for ordering a milk picture might be? If you prefer your tea with a higher milk content than our standards, we can accommodate it to your liking. However, we do not recommend adding more milk after the tea is poured. Adding it afterwards causes milk to heat unevenly, which leads to its protein denaturing. This, in turn, results in a significant loss of aromatic and flavorous qualities of your tea. Allow me to expound on that point, in which... Perhaps we can skip ahead. The child will likely go on for a good while. She's a tea nerd. That's fair enough, I guess. Kind of like how she said, the coffee nerd. 7 Faust is an absolute tea nerd. Some indeterminate amount of time later. Next order, please. Another guest stands before the visibly exhausted child. Oh, I'm not here for an order. Then I regret to inform you that I am currently on my cafe shift, and any inquiry regarding an association contract must wait until... No. People at the reception told me I'd find you here, Miss Faust. It's about the case we last contracted with you, and, let's see, where'd I put that business card? I presume this is about the post-contract management. So the child is currently working as a tea brewer here. This cafe is an employee-run, volunteer-based establishment by a subsection of the Seven Association fixtures, who are deeply invested in the art of tea brewing. Okay, so it says it's volunteer-based, so Faust does this out of partially your own will. I wonder if it pays better or worse than, killing people in Seven Association. Given how much they seem to love their teas and coffees, like, I wouldn't be shocked if, this was the better paying job. Of course, once their volunteered hours are complete, the employees all return to their duties as fixers of the Seven Association. This child's primary duty at the association is to draw conclusions on contracted cases based on evidence gathered by other fixers of the Seven Association. And, I'm certain you are already aware, but we can provide you with a discount should you choose to leave the post-contract management to our association as well. You may also consult our affiliated fixer offices, of course, if you are seeking more affordable options. If I were to leave it to the Seven again, would you be assigned to the post-contract management? Indeed. Well then, I'd like to contract the Seven Association with the post-contract management as well. Your name carries a lot of weight in this business, you know. A wise decision. Post-contract management is the child's other duty. And what does post-contract management entail, you ask? That was our last target on the list. Heathcliff let us ascend to the second floor. It entails variations of no hold, borrowed retribution, or extermination of the perpetrators revealed in the investigation. Yes, the child's name carries a lot of weight in the business, indeed. Whether that be the business of brewing tea leaves, or hewing heads. Alright, yeah, a lot of technical stuff there. That's for sure. Cool, though. I need to change this loading screen, though. This is not very fitting, I don't think. Let's see. Coin player plus 1 target has 3+ rupture, easy enough trigger, and the second coin inflicts some rupture. Not very much of note there. 36 with a rupture coin power up. Clash win 3 rupture count. So it runs neutral on rupture count if you win the clash. So then it'll hit it with 3 coins. Inflict rupture of 6+ rupture is a little, yeah. I guess giving 3 rupture count means that weakness analyze will go off decently. Especially because it's inflicting 3 rupture. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Might be, though. And deals 10% more damage for every 3 rupture on target, max 20%. So if they've got 6 rupture, you deal 20% more damage. Second coin inflicts 3 rupture. Third coin, target stagger defeated, gain haste and slash power up next turn. Your passive, you gain poise for rupture on target before the attack. Max 20. So if she attacks someone weak to her attack, she's got what? All slash? She's got all slash, so that's a little unfortunate. It's not too much that's weak to that. I guess we also got to keep in mind for Abnos and stuff, she can make use of, sin weaknesses. But, kind of a shame that she's only got 1 damage type in that situation. Gain poise equal to rupture on target, so basically she can just get crits, like, on weaker attacks. Which is definitely a really cool passive. I like this one a lot. And what does she get it up to high? I guess I should pull it up. Additional coin power plus 1 if they're at 6 rupture. Additional coin power plus 1 if they're at 12 rupture. And Clash Wind inflicts 3 rupture count. What? Clash Wind inflicts 3 rupture count. Clash Wind plus 3 rupture count. Okay, it's a slight difference in wording, but does it make a difference? Plus 3 rupture count versus inflict plus 3 rupture? I don't know, that seems like a strange thing to change with this, but I guess it's because the previous part gets changed. Then max 50%. I see, that's notably more. Plus 2 rupture count. Oh no, like not the most insane. Oh, that's your support passive that gets changed. Oh. Interesting. I don't know if I feel any up to here, but I'm definitely gonna up to Heathcliff because he seems like he's a super good rupture unit. What do we need? We need... Okay. We need some Heathcliff shards. That'll be more than enough, and we're also gonna need a little bit more thread. Faust's probably not gonna get anything else soon. I mean, she might, I mean. But she's just gotten a 2-star and a 3-star recently, so I'm fine with taking away a lot of her things. Yisong's definitely gonna get like a 3-star at the end of the season, so I'm trying to stockpile his. But I'll bring you to uptype 4, because I think that'll be pretty beneficial for the sake of the Rupture build. Alright. We're gonna do a quick jump cut, and then we're gonna be into Hard Mirror Dungeon 2. Alright, couple minutes later, I've got the team set up. Basic plan for this run is I've got the 7 association identities. And something I've realized now is the fact that other than Heathcliff, they're all only at uptype 3. I do know some of them have decent benefits at uptype 4. Some like decent rupture gains and stuff, but nothing too big, hopefully. Hopefully this will be fine. The plan is I'm gonna go in starting with this, and then I'm probably gonna hopefully get like Rosespanner Gregor and like Red Sheet Sinclair like later on, something like that. Possibly K-Corp Hong Lu, but that's kind of a little too easy. I don't know how much I want that. And we'll go with something like this. New units, first and foremost. Because we've definitely got some Rupture, but I don't think we've got that much beyond, like, Heathcliff being, like, our big Rupture guy. Oh, look at him standing there. I was expecting him to have such a powerful stance. Jeez, he's, like, ready to unsheath his blade at any time. He's not chilling. He just wants, like, the enemy's dead. Alright, well, we're starting out with the End Corp fight, and Mirror doesn't do hard. Never a good sign. We're gonna have to go for a lot of neutrals, and we're gonna have to hope. I could try using an ego here, or something like that, but, So I not select Ryoshu. Alright. The game's saying that, but I very clearly remember selecting Ryoshu on my side, so, I don't know if I believe you, game. I think we should be able to do this with only 4 people. I don't think it'll be too big of an issue. It just means we won't get any one-sided attacks off, at least for the first turn. We won half our clashes there. Oh, never mind. We won one of our clashes there. I spoke too soon, it would seem. Yeah, you've got some attack power down. So now you're basically at 2 attack power down is kind of funny to inflict on 7 Otis of all people. Well, I guess the good thing here is if we go for Dupathos Mathos, it will break even. Oh, this is a favored, really? That's a scary idea. That's a scary thought. You're all neutral too. This will also probably break even, because it only costs 10 sanity. And this will be exactly even. Yeah. Alright. And you kind of just need to defend, I guess. Reduce the damage taken. You resist Pierce, you resist Pride, and that's what all that guy's going for. So you should be in a decent place to just kind of defend and ignore those attacks. Yeah, he's got that kill, that's good. I also give everyone like haste next turn. Faust is gonna give herself a bunch of haste just by blocking some attacks as well. So, speed. Alright. That means we should be fine. Yeah, for a second I thought we were the ones who lost that clash, because of the fact that Otis was on the right for seemingly no reason instead of being on the left, but we won that, that's good. That means it's a net gain of like 4 sanity or something for Otis. Yeah, 4 sanity. Haste? And more haste. And now she's got 5 haste. And she didn't take any damage here. She took a little bit of bleed. That's not great. But it's turn 3, so we've got perfect luck, so we don't need to worry about sanity as much right now. God, a lot of our people do not have great clash chances, even at perfect odds. Or that doesn't actually factor the perfect odds, does it? I don't think it does, yeah. So it was still calculating them as, like, neutral sanity. That's why some of those said they were, like, neutrals and stuff like that, when they really weren't. Well, the win condition for this run is just Thunder Branch. That's the entire plan. Oh, that's a fair bit of rupture count on that guy, that's good. You can inflict a little bit of rupture. But it is super good that we're going to be getting like a fair bit of thread from like the actual daily log and stuff these next few weeks. It's not the most, all things considered, but it'll help a lot. There's still so many things I need to uptie. There's so many things I need to threadspin to. I still don't have every ego at threadspin 3. Which realistically should be on my next goal, but it isn't. Oh, this is Rupture. That's good. Talisman Bundle. 12 plus HP damage a single skill inflict 2 Rupture. If it was a slash damage, inflict 4 Rupture instead. A little bit more Rupture. And here's a slash weak fight. That's good. Apparently, I did not add Ryoshu to the team. I definitely thought I did. I might have double-clicked her or something? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's weird. Yeah, everyone's here now, so it was just a misinput, I suppose. Well, we're gonna get countered a little bit. Luckily, like, we resist Pierce for the most part. We're weak to Blunt, which isn't great for a lot of later fights. But we're resisting Pierce, we're neutral to the slash. I feel like we're not in too bad of a place for a lot of these attacks.
관찰은
Profiling.
끝났습니다.
Oh, right, the anime glasses. That sure is what she does. Always a funny thing. The little flash of light on the glasses to signify that they're like smart. It works. This is hopeless. It is hopeless. That is true. All right, just defend against that then. That should be fine.
깔끔하게.
Oh, off to read, and he just goes back to reading papers. They've got silly skill 3s.
부서진 홍채 값은 더 이상 얻을 정보는 약점은 다
Detect targets certainly doing pretty well, especially for only a skill 2.
더 이상 얻을 정보는 없다.
It's what is its role? It's a 4+4 with 3 coins, but if they've got a lot of rupture, it gets even more. If they have 12 plus rupture at up type 4, it becomes a 4+6 skill 2, which is pretty good, although it does require the setup. So it's not the most consistent. I do still think the Moulinet is probably my favorite of the 7 association attacks, just because, like, it draws the 7 and it's so angular. I need to stop using the word angular to describe the 7 association attacks, but, like, it is very angular, so I feel like I gotta keep on saying it. It works. Okay, more Inquisitors.
있으면 메피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Neutrals. Probably go for the true 50-50 then. Yeah. I guess not. We'll do for this one, probably. Yeah, that should be good. Sex target should do decent. Stuff like this, yeah. Yeah. Not the best.
그거
God.
그렇게 먼저 끝내고 돌아오는 친구는 맛있는 거 사줄게. 물론 회사 카드로.
It's only owned. It's all gluttony stuff.
필요한 정보는
They've only got gluttony in some regards. So many of them have gluttony skill 3s though.
필요한
Like
정보는
all 3 of these guys have gluttony skill 3s. Getting these resonances, getting the 4 gluttony resonances with these 2 is going to rely entirely on, well, the 2 that need gluttony resonances instead of just gluttony owned. You just deal more slash damage,
필요한
alright.
정보는 찾았나?
Unfortunately, your primary, despite being named slash, isn't slash damage. That's something I'm just gonna keep on, like, going on about, because it's just such a funny thing. Ugh. It's already turning out to seem like it's gonna be a little bit of a painful run, since we don't have great clashers. Even our good clashers having some trouble clashing. Bleed nails next turn, you're not gonna take too much damage, though. I mean, none of them are gonna take too much damage, so I can go for some strugglings and still be fine. Or I could just Fluid Sac. That is an option. We do kind of need some sanity on some people, so I might just Fluid Sac. Yeah, that'll work. Fluid Sac, continuing to be a very balanced ego.
관찰은
Super good to use early on, especially when you're doing too hard.
끝났습니다.
Just to make sure that your sanity is high. Yeah, you're gonna lose. Luckily Otis doesn't have any stagger threshold, because she only has 1 stagger threshold. One of the more strange examples of an identity that only has 1 stagger threshold, but it's because she's supposed to be like the clasher. She's a tank in her own way. That makes enough sense. Yeah, there's a bunch of healing too. There's a bunch of sanity gain. Everyone's doing swell. You're not doing this. You could have been doing sweller though. Monk. This is the only one who isn't staggered though. So it's looking good. Yeah, and we're dominating. It's turn 3, we've got perfect odds. Pretty good.
부서진 홍채 값은요. 쓰러졌고 관찰은 끝났습니다.
승객이 딱 콩 한 방 먹였어.
Alright. I mean, I guess that is something to keep in mind. Like, You still get your damage buffs as 7 association for like their weak stuff when they are staggered. I think I forgot about that. I also forgot to change what my loading screen thing is. So let me just get used to seeing the Hey Corp Lob Corp branch. The one where you first fight Nico in.
최선을 다해보지. 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야?
Struggling. It'll be a little bit of a rough hit if he gets hit by that. What does he have? He's got a defense. The defense isn't going to make things much better. So it's probably fine. Oh, the forensics? Neutral, but he still won the clash. That's good. Doing a decent bit of damage. Damn, the rupture didn't really add up, but you know, I'm just looking forward to like in 3 days' time or something when I do the run where it's just Mirror Dungeon 2 normal and I start with the Thunder Branch and I just have a great time. That's gonna be the real peak.
직접 나서지. 빈틈 투성이로. 부서진 홍차잎 같군요.
Alright, and they're almost all staggered now. And we can get some decent clashes. We have dominating on the two people that are actually clashing here. And the first of them, you know, just kills, so it works.
관찰은 끝났습니다.
Angular.
더 이상 얻을 정보는 없군요.
금방 끝내고 버스로 돌아갈 수 있겠다. 그치?
처리할 시간이야 머저리들. 쓰러졌고.
This is funny how 7 Association is unique in how like we first saw 7 Association in Distortion Detective. And that's what we knew, how we knew about this. It's like they're like fit. More poise from skills doesn't matter. Healing is good. Bleed, we don't really have much of that, so we'll just take the healing thing then. Yeah, because there's some 7 Association stuff going on in Distortion Detective, and that's where it originated from. Because the general reception was added in Runa was added later on. Thinking, burn, charge. All right, Yisong, you want another skill 3? I'll give you another skill 3 because I like your skill 3. It gives Pierce Fragility. You may be wondering, is that useful? Yes. In a very odd sense of useful. If by useful you mean it makes it so you can deal more damage with Heathcliff's skill 2, and with Yisong's first 2 skills. But that's the only. Oh, I forgot to buy people in the shop. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. I always do this in Mirror Dungeon 2 hard. I'm just not used to it. I'm so used to starting with 7 people in Mirror Dungeon 2 normal. So now I'm going to be at a little bit of disadvantage to this floor. Hopefully that's fine. They're weak to Moulinet at least. Yeah, there you go. Your 3 Pierce Fragility next turn. Could mean we could always use like a Pierce Ego and people get like, hit by that. We've got like a decent chunk of like good Pierce Egos. I think like Hexenil inflicts Pierce Fragility of its own, doesn't it? So if you want to go like full in on like the Pierce stuff, should probably do runs where I try focusing on like the damage type at some point, because that's something I really don't do because there's not too much of it. We can get our resonance off now though. There we go. So now Yisong gets his +1 to clash power and Otis gets her 10% more damage dealt when making the most of his weakness. Yeah. I also do really like these new units, like hit sound effects. Yeah, I'm trying to be quiet because I'm trying to like listen to them. That's another thing that's like I feel like I under-recognize. I know like last thing, I definitely like very much noticed Warp Ryoshu's hit sounds because they are very noteworthy, sounding like metal pipes. Guys just barely hanging on to life. I think they both are, aren't they? I guess 2 of them, or there's 2 of them at 1 HP right now. There's this guy, and then Heathcliff's also gonna kill the other at 1 HP one. Yeah. Cool.
얘는 처리했고.
Cool beans, as they say. Oh, we get an event here as well. This is more resources. We've got some lost. Not like too much, but not like a poor amount either. I don't think. Probably check before I say that for sure. I know Otis is lost, nothing else. Oh, that's our only lost, huh?
탐구할 것은 무엇이오?
Maybe I spoke a little too soon then. Well, we'll probably, if we get Otis, we'll give her another skill 3, then maybe we'll be able to get the cropping trains off more frequently.
기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
Struggling once again.
탐구는 끝났어.
And that's fine. Blue attack's gonna be very important this run, I feel. Okay, you managed to lose this. That's unfortunate. It really is. That's a 5 defense level down.
뭔가 기분이 좋아
Hopefully that
보이는
won't
것
matter.
같아. 칼은 기분 나빠.
We can get a little bit of a resonance off here. Might as well.
뭐냐?
An envy resonance. Since the 2 new 7 people have their fair share of envy. Faust's primary and Heathcliff secondary. That's such a cool animation. I don't think I've actually ever like looked at Yi-Song in that animation, but he's like he tilts his head up very slightly. He's just being introspective. Like, God, is 7 Yi-Songs up die any good? I should do it. It is a unit I feel like I like a fair bit. I just don't think there's very much usage out of this pure fragility gimmick, especially given how it doesn't even synergize with the rest of 7 very much, since they're mostly about Flash synergy if anything, but more so just weaknesses in general, and because there's so little here compared to Slash, or even like, I guess there's not a lot of Blunt either. As far as Blunt goes, it's just like Yi-Song's skill 3, Ryoshu's skill 1, and Otis's skill 2, I think? No, Otis's skill 1 and 3, or something like that. She's got 2 Blunt attacks, doesn't she? She might. Oh well, we've killed all the robots. Well, while we're, like, already like 40 minutes into the video or whatever it is, question of the day. How do you feel about the new units? This is what I did for the last new banner, so I'm just gonna do it again. What are your thoughts and opinions on the 2 new 7 Association units? Personally, I think they're very cool, but, I do not really know how much of a, like, actual niche Faust is gonna fall into. Because she's got some Rupture synergy, like a decent bit of Rupture stuff, that's for sure. But Rupture's so hard to maintain, so I think it's gonna be awful. Heathcliff's gonna have a pretty good niche as far as, just runs with Thunder Branch, I think. He's got so much Rupture infliction, and just making it so every time he inflicts Rupture, inflicts Rupture count as well. Like, that just sounds perfect. Yeah, leave your answer in the comments below. Oh yeah, now that we're in an Avenue fight, we can get a decent sense of the new arrows. Like, if we go for a one-sided attack, it becomes blue. That's a lot clearer than what it was last update. So you've got a neutral, alright. I think we had, like, a good clash against you, maybe. Kind of. We need to do something like this, though, then we're gonna have to do something like this, and that should be decent enough. Quite a few neutrals, yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh well. That guy got 3 heads in a row. It happens sometimes, I guess, but, the Avenues cheat, probably. Ooh. There we go. There you'll get attack power up next turn. That'll be good. I don't know if we did enough damage to make him desirous. We sure did. Alright. It's unfortunate. Strips of pink ribbons float this way. Well, we can hit this guy with this a little bit. That'll win the clash. That'll win the clash too. That's not bad. And this inflicts some rupture count too, so we'll go for that. You can clash against this guy. You don't have great chances when clashing against this guy. Okay, profiling then. You focus down this guy a little bit. You dissect target. You should be inflicting a decent bit of rupture onto the big bad. I guess Heathcliff didn't clash. I kind of meant for him to clash there. Oh well. Yeah, there's a decent bit of rupture. Wash is gonna get rid of all of it, but That's fine, because he's staggered too, so he doesn't really need... He's dead too, so he doesn't even need, He probably won't need Rupture where he's going. He probably doesn't need to have, like, wounds all over him, you know, in his little leg. I mean, I guess the actual Hurley itself is just dies. Its corpse is probably just, like, actually just there or something. I mean, I guess abnormality, like, byproducts disappear too. But maybe they have something to do with egg, but it's not a different abnormality. It's hard to say. I say. There we go. Fine. And there they go too. Sweet victory. And what do we want here? Charge, sinking, poise. Alright. Nothing we actually want. Sinking with skills, poise from skills. This is the only one that does anything, and even then it doesn't do anything for us. I guess it'll be good for, It'll be good for Yisong, actually, now that I think about it. Heal everyone up. Because Yisong needs the charge on to actually be able to inflict Rupture with his Dimensional Shredder. If I'm not mistaken. I think it's, like, yeah. If charge count was spent, inflict 3-dimensional rift. Paired with the fact that, his only way to gain charge count requires him to use Ego first. So unless he's got some other way of getting charge count before he uses Ego, he has to use it twice to inflict any Rupture with it. Any Rupture count. Right, bugs though. They sure are bugging me. Got that off, that's good. Sure, it actually doesn't help us at all because it would kind of require Otis to be making use of someone's weakness for the passive to matter. But we got the passive off, so that's good enough for me. Okay, Tails there. Alright. Interesting choice. You could have just staggered that guy, but no. Well, that's fine. You're paralyzed. You got 1 paralysis. I know, like, you guys have a couple paralysis, not you. You the 2 new ones don't. You got some. Yeah, you got 3 paralysis with your skill 2 clashing with it. That's it. Favored Mulan, eh? Good, good. Definitely is gonna kill this guy. It staggers and then it'll do more than enough. Yep. Alright, so now they're both staggered. We can get our Lust skill off, so we'll actually trigger the Coffee and Cranes here, I guess. That's cool. And down they go. Funny, like, the backslash. Looks similar like the actual Otis backslash skill, kind of slashing through an opponent and then kind of like thwacking back at them. Which does actually look like Nikolai's disposal now that I think about that, huh? Huh. This is bleed, sure. Guaranteed from Otis. That's good. And we'll take the Avna fight. Why not? Should be able to deal with it, hopefully well enough. I guess there are quite a few P.E.K.K.A 2 alum that can definitely pack a punch. Definitely gonna be hard to beat clashes with. But they don't deal too much damage most of them. The Lust ones can do a lot of damage. I think the Lust ones have been fixed, though. I don't think they deal their, like, double damage as to what they're supposed to be doing. Little quirk anymore. You're fast. For that, then... Who else? You guys kind of got to clash with the people going for you, because otherwise you're not going to be able to redirect much of anyone. So for the forensics, you can... block. You can counter that guy, I guess. Sure. It'll be good for Gluttony Resonance. Yeah, there we go. Full Gluttony Resonance. That's good. It'll give Yisung his, +1 Clash power, which could actually make the difference since he does have a neutral Clash going on right now. But it's kind of hard to tell because I wasn't paying attention to the specific numbers. Oh, it actually did matter, huh? Oh yeah, he would have lost that Clash if not for his passive. Alright, that's pretty cool then. Oh. Oh. Alright, that's good. Yeah. Then it'll just lose their clash because, you know, you can't win them all. I just spilled water all over myself. Whoops. Oh well. I'm sure it's fine. It's not like that bad. I don't think. Let's see. Back to this though. Not much too scary. I don't think, at least. You've got 2 attacks now. You can go for one of them in this guy, and then like slap this guy, kill it. Yeah, that'll kill. So we don't need to worry about these 2 now. Clash, you clash, neutral. That's dominating though. Wrap up should win. That's a neutral actually. Swash should win. That is a win, actually. That's also a win. All right, this looks good. This guy definitely dies. The top middle guy definitely dies.
완벽한 한방. 시원한 걸.
부서진 홍차 잎 같군요.
Very nice. Ooh. All right, that's good. Yeah. Okay, I was a little worried about this team after the kind of pretty bad floor 1 things, but that was just because of sanity. It just took them a little bit of time to build up their sanity. But now they're doing decently. Doing very decently. We'll do something like that and hopefully it'll kill them all. Ooh. That's a tie, but that is a victory. Alright. Inflicting a little bit of rupture count. I guess Ebony Stem's another really good ego for us. Because Ebony Stem's passive will make it so it just inflicts a rupture count a bunch with every clash win. I think it is, something like that. I guess it's only 1 with every clash win. It's next turn, so it's not the best, but it's something. It is tempting to recruit Honglu to the team solely for his ego. Maybe do Honglu and Gregor, something like that. We kind of need Nixie Divergence or something like that to get any decent benefit from Gregor. That's the issue. We need some weight inflict tremor. Oh, this is actually good. We've got Envy, we've got Slash. So buffing Slash, pretty good. And Envy Resonance also buffs everyone on the team. And we actually did get an Envy Absolute Resonance in the past, at least once, with the 2 new units. So it's definitely doable. Not against like abnormalities, but some of the times. I didn't pay attention to the weakness. I think it was Wrath and something. Yeah. Looks like it was Wrath and Pierce. Alright. Well, we'll have a turn when I can just ignore one of these arms. Don't love a turn when I'm having a strong inability to win any of the clashes, it may seem. The neutral at least. That's a neutral at least. That's a favorite actually, that's pretty good. Alright, well, this is the best we can get as far as clashing goes. So we're gonna have you go for an ego, I think. We go for representation or hit both of these. Hit everything at once with that. It resists the attack, so it's not the best though. Or I guess we could just go for this. It's honestly not a bad choice. You can clash against like the middle one. No, you can't. You were clashing against the middle one? Neutral? Sure. Yeah, but you can... That's the wrong person entirely. Don't know how I was getting that mixed up. You hit him with the Ebony Stem. They resist the Gluttony though. But that's still got its fair share of flaws. Maybe we just do nothing here? Maybe we just roll with what we had originally? Neutral, neutral, neutral. We had a favored somewhere before. Yeah, favored here. And then neutral with that. Alright. It'll be decent. Yeah, that's good. There's a bit of rupture count that already kind of flickered out. Yeah. Oh well. We just need D-Slang to get a little bit of, like, charge, maybe. Then we can start getting our rupture off. I guess that's only like what, 3 rupture count with the Dimension Shredder though? That's not a lot. Especially when we've got so many like high coin units. They're going for an attack this turn too. Favorite's good. Oh, dominating, that's very good. What about you two? Struggling, neutral. Struggling. You can go for a neutral, that's good. And then hopefully you can clash against this one. Neutral, alright, looks good. You two can go for this one. Struggling. More like unfortunate. Alright, Soda. That'll be good enough. Yeah. So does Pierce, so they're weak to it, and it hits both of them, so that's decent. I guess it won't hit both arms of the big guy, but it'll hit one of the arms of the big guy, so that's something. Especially because it sure did have... I don't know if the arm we actually hit... Look at that Pierce fragility going. Look at it really providing all the benefits. Ooh. You're just... Yeah. It wasn't looking great. And Faust was trying her best. Well, right arm's staggered, almost broken. So we need to do a lot of damage to this. Not a lot of damage, I guess. We've got a fair bit of things. It's close to being staggered. You're defending a little bit. You've got paralysis, I see. Well, here's the plan. First things first, we go for like a couple attacks on you. Something like that. We go for an attack on you, and then we have these attacks go for you. Maybe? Something like that should work, because we're going to stagger this guy's arm before he gets a chance to actually clash, so our bad clash doesn't matter at all. Profiling, you got a little bit of paralysis, but only a little bit. Yeah. Rio should be enough to take out that arm. Not quite enough to stagger that guy, but that's fine though, because... Ooh. Plus 14 on is a little bit of a rude roll. Well, that's fine. We can focus on the big guy then, since we've broken both of its arms. And this guy is only going to have a little weak baby attack, so we can just hit him with like a single point and that'll be good. But it's this guy's time, which means we kind of want to go all out and kill him, because we're not going to win any clashes here. And I mean like none at all. Like genuinely so little. Like, it's looking very hopeless, but there's still hope. There's still hope, I think, somewhere. Yeah, there's a couple clash wins. Watch this guy. You clash against that guy a little bit. Well, we've got a couple clashes going on here. We can, like, use a couple more egos if need be. Or we could leave the attacks go through. It's always an option. Something like this, yeah. Alright. Well, I'll be hopeful that this will be enough. Not like it's too strong of an enemy, and its attacks are like weakening itself. It's killing itself, really. We're just kind of like helping it to that like final goal of it dying. Okay, Heathcliff, finish him off. No, Heathcliff already went. Otis, finish. Okay, that's not great. How much HP is he at? Like 4 HP or something? Is he gonna do enough to... Does he have any sort of way to deal damage to himself? Yes, he does 10 damage to himself, that's right. So that went pretty well. All in all. And now we can just kill this guy, because this guy actually has a stagger threshold, so we do indeed just kill it. Without any issue at all. That's good. Yeah, but so far, our rupture isn't going too great. We desperately need Thunder Branch. That's basically like the entire like point of the run at this point. Get Thunder Branch, win. Some stuff like the battery will help us too, because currently, even when we do get a fair bit of rupture count, because we've got so little rupture potency, the count just kind of goes down without much of a potency increase ever happening. Tremor, burst, poise, burn. Why are you like this? I guess we'll take this because we've got like a lust attack. You know, Tremor burst isn't going to happen enough to warrant it. Okay, that's nothing rupture related. We need to hire some people. We'll hire you two. Because you two will be free. And Lantern. ADD. And we'll hire you. Red sheet specifically. We'll give you impending day because might as well. And we'll also buy you, I think. We might as well. Could prove to be very beneficial. It only costs 100 cost. I'm not going to add him to the team immediately. I'll wait on it, but still good. Yeah, get another swash. That's good. Now we just leave. Take the event, absolutely. Oh, Carmilla's very good. Weakening enemies. Another event. Oh, this is actually huge for us. Not only am I going to see this guy next week, but Nixie Divergence is one of the EU-gifts this is probably like one of my most hope for EU-gifts, the most hope for non-rupture one. Because now enemies actually have tremor, so Gregor can actually burst tremor them. God, this looks weird. Something about this generation does not look normal. I feel like that kind of thing doesn't happen too often. Well, anyways. We're gonna restructure our team real quick. You first. Is that insane? A little bit, yeah. We don't want you getting... We kind of do. Something like this, maybe? Yeah, sure. Turn doesn't matter too much. Like, it only matters occasionally, but it's still important to do sometimes. On occasion. We'll see just how much these two contribute to the team. It definitely isn't certain. Priest change decent, I guess. Decent chance. I guess we can go for the Gluttony Resonance, so yeah, then it becomes a neutral. That's good then. Gregor might be able to get his sanity out quickly. And if we're worried about sanity, we can just pop a fluid set. Nice. And just look at that tremor count all the enemies have. Just for no reason beyond just because they have it. Isn't it awesome? Yeah, Faust lost her clash. Unfortunate. Everyone else won their clashes though, so sometimes needs must. And we do have more lust now, so we can get coffee and greens to trigger a little bit more frequently. Where's your path? Your passive. Started Rupture Gain Talisman for 3 res. Definitely could be useful some of the times for getting our talismans to the desired amount. Because enemies will have Rupture a fair bit of the time. Not always, I guess, because of our current setup, because of the fact we don't have the battery. But we do have some Rupture stuff, mainly a lot of Rupture inflicting skills. And we also have the bundle of talismans. Okay, that guy's still slightly alive. Finish him off. There we go. Looking good. And a slash big fight now. Alright. Fine by me. We don't have a lot of cost here. We really should have been saving up our cost a little bit better, I suppose. We didn't really need to change Ryoshu's skills. It didn't benefit the actual Rupture side of things. And like, what if we get good stuff on the next floor and we just get unlucky? That'd be so unfortunate, and it might just happen out of spite. Talismans. Do I want that? Not particularly. We go for proliferating talismans instead, yeah. That's better talisman gain, I think. Ooh. Alright. He literally just one-upped you every single time. If we actually had a 4 Gluttony Resonance, he would have won that, likely. But, we only had 2. So, you know, that kind of thing happens. Sometimes the one little passive can make all the difference between taking, like, 12 damage. I don't know how much damage he took, but it certainly wasn't a lot. Hopefully. Unfortunate. You gotta just live with that, though. You gotta live with your lack of hope. Very nice.
빈틈투성이로군.
그래, 얘는 처리했고. 그래,
And
얘는 처리했고.
another fight won. Alright, and boss's floor, weak to Pierce, weak to Pride. Very gentleman? I think that's what that means. I guess we gotta be careful. What is it, a 5 gluttony resonance for Honglu's passive? Something like that?
응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나?
It's only
아,
4,
힘내긴
okay.
해보자고.
Give 2 ampules to the lowest HP percentage. Might need to worry about that a little bit then. I don't know. Alright, so here's the plan. Left arm's gonna be where we throw random attacks. We're gonna throw... At the body is where we're gonna throw our actually, like, important stuff. You can gain charge this turn. That is unfortunate. Still might pop a Dimension Shredder here just for the sake of it. He's gonna start gaining charge once we do this. Reduce rupture count to the target. That's unfortunate, but luckily it doesn't matter. Third disruption, flick rupture. Nothing too good from you this turn. Flick rupture count, flick rupture count. Nah. You pop up any stem though. Got that passive going. Flick a little bit of rupture count. Yeah. We really don't have enough here, I don't think. Well, you can start gaining talismans. You can start gaining charge count. Go for that, we know to redirect it. If we go for another gluttony skill, we're going to trigger high-grade ampules, which will give HP to, Heathcliff, I think? I'll give him the ampules, I think, which is fine. It'll do the -2 clash power for Yisung as well, it's not bad. Yeah, this isn't gonna do much. Alright, well... We'll flick Slash Fragility on this part at least. That'll be good. I need better than that, like that maybe, and then like a this. And then Proliferating Talismans is gonna be far too many talismans, isn't it? He's gonna gain 6 because he gains 3, but then his passive's triggering, so he's gonna gain 6 until, yeah. So we just go for this and we get the 2 talismans instead, as pathetic as the amount of talismans that is. And then everyone's going for Gluttony this turn except for Yisung, because Yisung's building up his charge in order to inflict more rupture count in the decently far away future.
단테, 많이 피곤해?
I need them another thing for the sake of
승리를 위해서라면
getting more rupture eventually. Decent. It's weak to Pierce, so that's pretty good. Once again, weak to Pierce, so that's pretty good. I guess we got Gluttony. We got the Gluttony weakness on him too. The Gluttony Fragility from Ebony Stem. That's another thing to keep in mind. We've got so much Gluttony and quite a few Gluttony skill 3s. Taking 20% more damage from that one. Taking 20% more damage from Swash too. And gonna take a bunch more slash damage next turn. So we're kind of stacking up the fragilities, which is kind of like Peak 7 association stuff. Or at least I wish it was. How's your charge looking? Up to 4 charge. You can inflict 4 rupture count. Which isn't a lot. Minor amount of rupture from you, so just go for the left arm. Okay, you're gonna want to start attacking the big guy now, since you've got your passive active, so now... Hit with a heads coin, inflict bind and rupture count next turn. Then inflicts a rupture count with its actual attack, so that's good. Can't go for that yet. If we go for this, you'll have too many talismans. Did you not gain any talismans? What happened? Did he not hit at all? Search for the rupture. That didn't happen, but he should have triggered his passive to gain talisman targeted rupture. Okay, oh well. We go for proliferating talismans here. Also just randomly throw it on the arm. Yeah, that's not great. Neutral. Rev up, that's not great either. What do we clash with here, though? Probably the riposte, even if it's, like, awful. Because we want the other attacks to go through, that's the thing. And we need to clash against this a little bit, so you're going to clash against this a little bit. Clash 1 plus 3 rupture count, that's decent enough for me. And then, like, we can swash the left arm again. Fixing talismans triggers, that's fine. I have a feeling we're not going to be able to get the talismans to work, so I might just bench Sinclair. But he does have Branch from the Tree of Knowledge. It's another thing I gotta remember about. That's super good for us. Okay, I wish I could see how much he was rolling there. That's also unfortunate. The Clash lose. I guess it was a neutral, though, so I really shouldn't have gone for it. I guess I just need to be using more egos. That's kind of the main thing that I'm really not making the most of right now. God. Alright, that's decent though. Now it's got a little bit of a rupture too. We might be able to stack that up next turn.
지금 뭘
유감없는
잘못했는지는
싸움을
Because you're at
드라마에서 봤어.
the body's at 2 rupture count. Okay, that's really good for us actually. We can go for this. This will inflict a bunch of rupture count. This will inflict a bunch of rupture count. This will just win the clash pretty well. This will inflict a bunch of rupture count. And this is the one we want to clash, I think. Because none of the other stuff actually has like clash synergy. And you've still got tremor count, yes? Yes. Inflict rupture, And your talismans are not working, that's fine. Yeah, we're not clashing against nearly as much stuff I guess we should be clashing against here, but oh well. We can take a couple hits for the greater good, I think. Upper slash is clashing at least. I don't think anyone's in like too urgent of a danger. So I'll roll with it. Dimension Shred. This will get the. This is actually the worst possible thing we could have done, huh? I'm starting to think it might have been. I think we might not be able to build up the count now. Maybe we will. Okay, yeah, we lost some rupture in the process of that. That's fine though. Because there we go, more rupture. That's good. This is the attack going for the other part. Yeah. Oh, you just lost the clash straight up. Alright. That's unfortunate, because that would have been even more rupture count. I mean, if nothing else, it's got the dimensional rift, so next turn it'll be at like a 5 rupture count. That was a little bit of damage. Yeah. Once again, there's definitely better ways I could be playing this. But I'm not. This is neutral rupture count, so I'll go for it on the body. Just can go for one of those. That goes there. Upper slash goes there. We can get a wrap up here. It's not going to clash a win, but it'll still inflict some rupture count. How are you doing with talismans? It's literally, you're literally not gaining any talismans, no matter what happens. I guess it's because we're not triggering his passive, yeah. Well, dominating neutral, good enough for me. Left arm's close to being staggered. Okay, yeah, that got dodged. Very notably dodged as well. Alright. No more rupture count stuff for us then. Got some rupture count on your left arm now, though, somehow. Okay. Well, the left arm's almost staggered now, but it's going for everything with the... this stuff. How do you still have no talismans? What is going on? I guess it got dodged, didn't it? Yeah, it's on hit. Okay. And that makes sense. This is hopeless. Alright. This is hopeless. Alright. Just have any stem it, honestly. That works too. That's actually not gonna work, huh? Huh. What is going on? I do not know right now. I guess I should probably bother with his gimmick, shouldn't I? Yeah. What is it again? Shh. I'll have this on someone with 5+ tipsy. Alright, you're not going for anyone who's got 5+ morale boost, so... I don't know what... I guess we gotta just... Can we redirect it? Maybe. It's not gonna win the clash, though. It's gonna lose the clash even if you can redirect it, which you can, but... There's no clip. Tipsy clash morale 5. Yeah, makes enough sense. Player has morale boost, gain 100% more damage for each count, yes. Alright. But the one person that could actually deal with your gimmick isn't able to deal with your gimmick, so, I don't know. Trying to build up Rupture, and it's not going well. Can you branch of knowledge one of them, at least? Sure. I guess the people without morale boost should probably just take the clash anyways. Even if it is hopeless. That's fine. That means you... Not really looking great for anyone else. Hopeless, hopeless. Yeah, we're not winning any clashes, I don't think. Alright, you've got a bunch of your thing, but you need to actually... kill someone... I guess we should just use... We should get, like, at least Faust to drink the soup. Just predictive analysis it, yeah, that'll be good enough. And Heathcliff, can he win the clash? Probably not. Even with like a ADD or something, I don't think chances are great for him. Oh no, they're actually decent. Alright. But then we let this attack go through then. And we need to focus on getting Rupture stuff now, which we don't have many ways to get Rupture stuff going on right now. So it's not looking great. That's fine, because we can clash with this, re-clash it with this. Was that hopeless all along? I think it was. Oh well. Who's not going? You haven't gone yet? Alright. That'll work. Branch from the Tree of Knowledge just because I want to get a bunch of Rupture on this guy. He's being attacked a bunch this turn though, so he might just run out of Rupture. Which would be really sad for us. He's at 30 Rupture now though, so that's pretty good. Okay, you drank the wine. You're getting hit a little bit. Not too concerned. That was a lot of damage though, so maybe I should be concerned. Okay. Alright. Seems being like that. You've still got enough Rupture count. Okay, we're fine then. We should be fine. We're just going to heal people off a little bit next floor. Maybe use some fluid sac, stuff like that. This fight's been a little bit of a mess. Oh, that gets rid of all his Rupture, doesn't it, huh? I think I forgot about that part. Huh. Yes, reduce Rupture count by 5. I don't know. Sanity's getting low now, that's not good. You can win these clashes. You can possibly win one of those clashes. Hopeless. Struggling. You'll be fine. There we go, the arm's been broken now. Okay. I don't know how the arm still got an attack off after getting broken, but sure. It happens, I guess. You're healing up a bunch because you love your funny healing stuff. Guess I just really gotta bother this guy's gimmick, but I usually don't. I can usually just like use whatever gimmick I'm running and, you know, gun him down. Because if I use his gimmick, the issue is then I'm not gonna get any decent Rupture stuff going on because I'm just not gonna get the chance to. Okay, what was that on the body? 25 Rupture with a 1 count. That's not good. Okay, Clash 1 plus 3 rupture count. Alright. This is our one chance to actually keep the body's rupture count decent. You're gonna need to win that clash though, so we'll see. Yeah, something like this. Could be decent. And, would I want to re-clash that with slash? Yeah, like that. Alright. 600 HP, it's getting low. It's healing up a bunch, of course, because of all the tipsy stuff. We won the clash, though, so, you know, some more rupture count and stuff happened. Cool.
예측대로. 이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것
예.
같아요.
Okay. Alright, no, this time prioritize fairy wine. Alright, that's fine. We'll just destroy it first. Bodies at 32 rupture, 1 count. Alright. We do not have any way to keep its rupture count high. Cool. So we're just gonna attack the arm this turn. We're gonna take out the wine barrel and then just attack the arm a bunch. And that should be fine.
시동 걸어볼까?
Good thing we went for 2 attacks on it.
그래,
God.
얘는 처리했고.
Okay, won one of the clashes. The other part is the other arm attack is gonna clash a little bit too, but not if we kill it first. There we go. That took far longer than it needed to, but was a good showing that our team does not work without Thunder Branch. No Rupture team works without Thunder Branch. It is in an awful spot still. Maybe the new units will fix that. Maybe if I just use them a little better. Cloth Resonance. Everyone gets healing is probably the best choice. Mass Stack stuff's funny, but we kind of need healing a little bit, I think. We get a shop here, though. Give me Throw, please. Okay. You know, take back everything I just said. Like, Rupture is in a great spot. I honestly don't think there's any status effect better than it.
뒤따르죠.
God. You know, Mirrored Dungeon 2 hard taketh awayeth, and it taketh awayeth, and it really mainly just taketh awayeth. But, sometimes it giveth as well. Okay, you're kind of in a bad spot still. We should probably Fluid Sack. And we should probably Crow's Eye View just so you don't die. No, you probably won't die, you can just defend. That's good enough for me.
직접 나서지. 배연의 준.
It's just so funny how like such like a demoralizing like run where like and none of the Rupture stuff is going to plan can just get changed around so easily. I do think it's definitely the hyper reliance that EU gets for Rupture does show a little bit here. Ouch, that hurts a little bit. Thanks to her passive though, because she was hitting blunt weak stuff, she was getting some crits. Thanks to her Faust's funny passive. The passive I like a lot. It's definitely one of the very unique passives. Just giving crits to a non-crit unit. Gregor's taking a bit of damage. I was kind of fine with letting that happen though, so. We can get an ampule off. We can get some ampules for Gregor though. Just let him heal up a little bit. Although I don't know if anything will actually happen if we kill all the enemies this turn. I don't think he's gonna get any healing. And I think all these enemies are dying this turn, so.
얘는 처리했고.
적확한 한압이었어.
관찰은 끝났습니다.
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요. 저치의 약점이요.
Okay, they all died though, that's fine. We've got our funny home words, we've got the Starlight reward that's just constantly giving us more healing. Oh! Rupture on random enemy, Gluttony Resonance 6, Rupture on all enemies. Very minor Rupture. But it helps. Any bit helps.
활 배터리 교체 했었나?
Any bit helps. Alright.
내가 응원하는 게
Well, I think
도움이
we're just
되겠다.
gonna ebony stem these guys, not
힘내게
gonna lie.
해보자고.
Yeah. We get a little bit of gluttony resonance going.
뭘까?
That's nice.
승리를 위해서
Thanks to Carmilla, they're already decently close to being staggered. So, yeah, like that.
적확한
It would be a
하나비였어.
shame if any of these enemies got to attack. But we've stagger plus the Taikyu guys and just got a normal stagger on the Mariachi guys.
어제 톱날을 열심히 손본 보람이 있네.
Perfect hit. That felt good to watch. It really did feel good to watch. Just popping like Ebony Stem or something like that first turn and just winning. Unmatchable. Weak to Pierce, weak to Gluttony. It's lying, which is a shame because those are some. That's definitely something I could get behind. You know, the classic just use Ebony Stem and let them all die. But maybe there's going to be some Gloom ways. If I see a single Gloom guy, I'll Ebony Stem. But I don't, so I won't.
최후의
I could
혈구
soda
하나가
though.
남아있다면 생명은
I could always
어떻게
Fluid Sack.
보존될 테니.
That's another option. I do like that option a fair bit. I'm just spamming mass attacks at this point because, like, I think I'm gonna lose. I think I'm gonna have issues. Maybe I shouldn't be so overconfident. You know, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer after all. But, you know, it's funny. It'll just make my downfall funnier when I, you know, get thrill and still manage to lose the run somehow. I also do have Take or Pong Lu in my back pocket, so as soon as something goes wrong, how did you not get a single tails? Excuse me. I think that Pekatulam's cheating.
할만하네.
I think he needs to get a ban. Some damage. That's fine. Fluid Sack will heal us all up. We really just wanted this guy dead, didn't we? I don't know why I wanted this guy dead so much.
적확한 하나비였어.
Well, I want them all dead now, so it doesn't matter. Ooh, and the crit there too. That's nice.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
You get your talismans up. Get your
우리가
3
우세.
talismans.
서둘러 끝내보자고.
Now, I guess if he gets a secondary with no benefit, and that is a primary against someone with a rupture with the benefit, that's good enough. I don't know if you understood what I was saying with my rambling. I think it may have came out a little bit like Madman ramblings,
그대로
but
멈춰라.
just talking about Sinclair a little bit mentally.
건만예크.
어제 톱날을 열심히 손본
There we go.
보람이
There.
있네.
Yeah. They're not all dead yet, but they're very close across the board, really. Oh yeah, they did just die to Thrill. Keep on forgetting about Thrill, which is funny given how it's, you know, like the real savior of the run. Just getting everyone rupture every turn and then just blowing them up every turn. Burn law enemies too. Why not? Oh, child within a flask. You're gonna give me a total of like 14 ego resources this run. How helpful.
정부와 각권.
That actually might be a little... You know, it sure is going to be 14 ego resources because I've got to fight a shop in the actual final fight.
사건을 끝내러
So,
갈까?
Truly, ego gift of the year. MVP, everybody. This actually might be the Bull Revenge Day. That's the thing.
내가
I've been
응원하는 게
talking about it
도움이
for so
되겠네.
long that the Bull refight, the revenge fight against the Bull, and it might actually happen. This is hopeless. You're really gonna lose. You've got hopeless with your ego. All right. What about like Crow's Ivy? That's dominating. That's good enough then. We'll pop a couple random egos here. Make sure everything goes out fine. And after that point, then we're just gonna go with random stuff.
뭘까?
So that's all the egos we need to do because we've got Fluid Sack. And Fluid Sack because it's gonna make use of.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
Because of the fact it's making use of a weakness, it means that Faust is going to gain poise equal to the target's rupture, and the target's rupture is probably going to be, like, decent, at least. 3 at least. So she's I got at least a 15% chance to crit all these guys when she does use her Fluid Sack. And who knows, maybe it's based on, like, all the targets. Maybe she's getting rupture for, like, everyone. I think it's probably just the person she's clashing against. I think she just gains 3 poise here. Hard to tell. I didn't see a little poising on the side, so I don't know if she's gonna get crit. Maybe she will and hurt my ears again. She didn't though, yeah, so probably not.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하자.
There's all sorts of staggers now, though. All sorts of
우리가
deaths.
우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
We can just go for whatever. We get some ampules here, and it doesn't matter because no one's gonna be able to trigger them.
그렇지.
Nice as it could be.
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀들 것 같아요.
And there they go.
적확한 한압이었어.
What a carefree floor 5 this has been. It's definitely nice to have. Alright. Drop time. Sinclair, we can give him don't really want to change his stuff at all. We'll take the contract just to absolutely demolish this boss. That should be pretty good. And it's not the bull. This is either centipede or the fox. Fox, alright. Well, this guy is like the rupture guy. He's got like self-rupture if you destroy all his umbrellas, I think. So first steps first, we're gonna destroy all of his umbrellas. And we're gonna try stacking rupture on the body as much as humanly possible. Okay. You use that. You can go for like this neutral, that's decent. And someone needs to clash against that one. You need some charge. Maybe you could ADD a little bit. I guess we haven't been using ADD to its fullest with Spark Discharge, have we? Hey, by the Gloom attack gain rupture count. Do we have a lot of Gloom attacks? We've got some Gloom attack. Alright, we'll go for it then. Might as well. And then Magnify Wound this guy, and then maybe just defend, actually. Maybe just use your Branch of Knowledge, maybe? Forensics? Yeah, you can Forensics this, sure. This'll be good enough. I feel like no thought to this team because I know we've got Thrill, so I'm just kind of going for whatever. Oh, why did I go for his Dimension Shredder? It's gonna get rid of all the Rupture on the Fox. Huh. Keep on forgetting about that. I keep on getting mixed up with Honglu's Dimension Shredder and being like, oh yeah, this is gonna be super good for us. It's just gonna inflict a bunch of, like, Rupture on a delayed timer, effectively.
무엇을 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
That's fine. ADD. He gets some Gloom attacks. We'll just effectively give this guy more Rupture count. Pretty good. It's better for, like, warpy Rupture teams than 7 Rupture teams, I guess. That's certainly a way to go about saying it, but, like, this team doesn't have the most amount of Rupture, or most amount of Gloom.
완전 좋았어.
Alright, we're going for this. Inflict 12 Rupture on this guy, why not? Why not? I have any stem to do more damage to the umbrellas, hopefully stagger like a bunch of them if nothing else. Because I kind of didn't clash against them at all, and it would be kind of rude if their attacks went off. Yeah, there we go. That's good. I think the one of them might still be able to attack, which is rude, but fine. Alright, but now I'm sure if you've got 8 charge, so you can grind them on the head. Is it the head we want to go for, maybe? Yeah, probably the head. So you can... I mean, you've got bad clash stuff going on right now. Alright, that just means you gotta go for your Ebony Stab instead. You can inflict a bunch of Rupture count, that's good. You can, you know, do your best, Crow's Eye View or something. You need talismans. Or you put you on Rupture duty. On funny duty. Struggling. And this should probably clash here. That's actually not going to win the clash, so we probably shouldn't do it there then. Alright, that's fine then. We go for this. Tails, that's fine. We're just doing this to finish off a bunch of the umbrellas. So we don't have to worry about them, because they'll inflict a bunch of Rupture to the Fox when they die. It sounds like we took down 2 of them. Winning this clash. Hashtag winning this clash.
완벽한 한방. 시원한 걸.
Okay. Rupture Gaming.
승객이 딱
Been staggered as well. So we wouldn't have gotten the Clash win off anyway, so it's for the best we didn't try that. And it's gonna take a bunch of damage thanks to Thrill. Not like enough damage for it to die quite yet, but it's getting close. Oh! This actually won the Clash. I wasn't expecting that. I guess it's because we weakened it with a Crow's Eye View. Yeah, a little bit of damage. Yeah, it's being staggered right now. We've broken the head. We can do more, that's the thing. We can do so much more. But you can't do anything. Anyone who's not actually helping us in the ruptured department is just gonna sit down for a little bit. How are you doing on talisman stuff? Not good. Alright, cool. Go for the head. You're not helping out. Sure. Sure. How much does it have? Is it gonna run out? So the head has 6 rupture counts, so we're going for... This will break even. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine. Especially stuff that, like, Branch of Knowledge is absolutely gonna be worth it. What's this thing? This thing's about to just kind of blow up. It's gonna be really funny. Yep, there it is. Alright. 3-turn Drifting Fox fight. Truly a hard encounter. Truly an interesting loading screen as well. I was a little worried about that run at several points throughout.
가볍게 부어서 부탁드립니다. 역시 남이 타주는 차가 가장 맛있죠.
Fair enough. You did the most. We used the Grigo a couple times. That definitely makes sense. And yeah. There's our rewards. Claim all of my weekly bonuses? Absolutely. Claim my 750 lunacy? Absolutely. And we get to watch. Isn't that great? Isn't that swell? Slowing down now. It's a little bit of a crawl. And there we go. Pass level 563. I'm getting close to reaching the point where I've gone 10 times over the actual battle pass itself. Oh, yep, there's my 66 boxes. Basically got more boxes than we spent today. That's always good. Yeah, that'll be all for this time. Wasn't exactly a good rupture build. I feel like the hardest thing here is like these two new identities kind of clash with the rest of 7 Association a bit too hard, I think. Like, I don't really want to do a run with the 5-7 Association units most of the time because, like, the 3 older ones focused more on, like, the weakness stuff and, like, that kind of thing, and the 2 new ones are just so heavily into rupture compared to the old ones that it kind of feels off combining them. They don't fit too well together. I would want to pair them with, like, stuff like LCCB, Ishmo, Rose Banner, Gregor, Talisman, K-Corp, stuff like that. But, yeah, still very cool units, that's for sure. I just think it's definitely taking 7 Association in a strange way. It's kind of being split into 2 directions. And I mean, fair enough, we need more rupture things. I feel like they could have just given us more, like, K-Corp people or something, though, but who knows? I shouldn't talk like I'm an expert of game balance or anything, because I am very clearly not. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.